That's Peatcut Hill. I might do that sometime where it's a lot drier. I am out on the moor. I'm not getting enough exercise from my new job, so I've opted to come out here and try and get a bit of a long walk in, but it's been so fucking wet recently that I'm taking tracks and things. This one in particular, although it was going to be one down there. We're around South Hessary Tor and Peatcut Hill, as I described. See, I could go down here towards Seaward's Cross or Nuns Cross Farm, but there's some big heifers there, some big black cows. I can see they got young ones with them. I can sort of see the track there that would go to Nuns Cross. That's what I was originally going to do. These cows are like the killer cows though. There has been one reported incident of a death of a woman to the cows around Nuns Cross, which are these guys. I mean, I've seen them before when I've been out with Dad, but still, not sure I trust them. They get it into their mind that, hey, we can kill one of the humans that enslave us. Don't want to mess with them. So I'm going to take this track. I found a parking spot here. Found a parking spot here, which is... There's another parking spot, I'm sure of it, further down past the cows. But this one will do for now. I need the tracks. Basically the stony tracks. I can avoid huge entanglements with bogs and... just not even bogs, but like the normal moorland is swamped with water. So I'm going to skip out on that until it actually gets dry again. And when it gets dry again, that will mean it will be cold. Because that's how it works. When it's rainy in winter, it's warm. When it's clear skies and dry in winter, it's cold. So I can't remember which one of these goes up to South Hessary. I think that's South Hessary up there. Is that South Hessary? Yeah. So I need to come up here and... what can I do here? I could go straight ahead, which would take me towards Hessary Reservoir. Go right, which would take me towards South Hessary Tor. I don't know if it's a crossroad. What would go left? Maybe there is a left turn towards Nuns Cross, I'm not sure. You can see Sheep's Door really standing out actually in the haze over there. That took my eye. It's kind of a white flinty bit. That's how you can make sparks. I think, was it quartz or gypsum or something? This is indeed a crossroads. I wonder what the left fork goes to. Left my maps in the car. I just feel like I can wing it because I sort of know the area. Yeah, I think these cyclists who've just left are going to South Hessary Tor, so that's an option. I do believe this goes to Down Tor and Sheep's Tor and eventually Hessary Reservoir, passing Crazy Well Pool. If I found a way to climb this bulk, which I'm not going to do because it's on the grass and it'll be waterlogged as fuck, that'll lead up to Cranber Pool and Cranber Tor, and then, you know, Giant's Marble. This one I'm not so sure about. I assume that might be some sort of way to Nuns Cross. It's quite calm. There's a tiny breeze, which is a bit chilly, but the sun's out as well. When you stand still, it's just a bit quite calm. I feel rather indecisive right now. I'm just literally standing at a crossroads. Like I'm standing at a crossroads in my life. No, I'm just standing physically at a real crossroads thinking, what the fuck? So many options. Too much choice. That's my problem in life. I never get bored. I just think there's too many options to choose from, and I end up doing nothing. And standing at the centre of a crossroads going north, south, east, west. They're all quite good. sometimes it's actually quite nice just to stay still for a bit, in place and take it all in. Stand and stare, they say. I don't get to do that very often. I'm always on the move somewhere, not stopping. I almost had a decision there. I almost thought, I'm going to go to South Hessary Tor this time, then I'm going to come back here at some point. And then the next time I come here, I'm going to take the one to Down Tor. And then the next time I come here, I'm going to take that one. But then I thought, it looks really nice over there. But it's a bit out of my way. It might be a bit too long. And that one might be a bit too long too. Because I only wanted to use a portion of my day. This one goes uphill for a little bit. I need a little bit of uphill. That one doesn't go uphill until you go down the bottom of the valley, then you can. I'll do South Hessary. I'm gonna do South Hessary. I've decided, guys. Because there's a bit of upward there, and it's a shorter route. I'm gonna do South Hessary. I only wanted this to be a fraction of my day. The other part of my day I wanted to go doing job stuff. Basically looking around, seeing if there's a possible second job anywhere. Because I need to fill up more of my hours in order to get to the point where I can con estate agents into removing the obstacles that they shouldn't have put in my way in the first place, so I can get a flat. And that takes me fooling them into thinking I'm working full-time by getting into the position where I'm basically working full-time temporarily while I'm flat hunting. That's kind of my plan. And then after you get the flat, make the hours back to where they were, more manageable. Because I've already been able to pay for it the entire time. It's just estate agents, you know, being bastards, putting imaginary obstacles in your way. Like, you have to earn ridiculous amounts of money way above what we're actually asking for. This is quite cool. I don't know. Oh. Are you liking this video? I don't know if I did liken in my past couple of videos actually. Oh no. Oh god. That's not good, is it? Well, one of them I couldn't do, Lidderton, because I was just driving. That came out terribly. What the hell? The quality on the GoPro when you mount it in the car windscreen goes down, and I don't know why. Something to do with the GoPro being static and not being able to pick up all the details in the bitrate. Whereas when the GoPro is like moving like this, the pixels are constantly changing, so it has to keep adapting and filling in all the pixels more often. Oh, this one makes a sound. That's quite cute. They're like little, that's like a hexagon rock. A little pond flowing into a little bucket between two hexagon rocks. Although that one's less of a hexagon. Oh, 1, 2, 3. No, that's like a rhombus. No, some sort of quadrilateral anyway. Flowing off down there. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, that's my goal. Just confuse the estate agents who are like, why do I... Like, I've always had the money to do the flat thing. And then you say, look, I can prove to you, stupid estate agents, that I've got the money. And they're like, no, we need you to say you're in full time and we need you to have a massive amount more money than the actual asking price for the flat. So it's like, stupid rules, man, that don't make any sense. Anyway, look at the sky. Interesting sky. It's not forecast. Well, it's not forecast to rain. I set my weather position somewhere else on my phone. I don't like how smartphones track you and stuff, so I do everything I can to... I just don't turn on location or GPS on my phone ever. And I do everything I can to like say that my location is different from where it is, but with weather, got to set it to sort of nearby so it can give me an okay forecast. I set it up in the north, and up in the north where I'm passing through quite often, it's dry and sunny today. I don't know about here. Hopefully here is the same. You can sort of see actually, is that north? Where is north from here? Okay, I don't know my north actually, with the landmarks I've got. That's Hessary Tor. That's North Hessary. Am I more south than that? Not with the landmarks I've got here. I can tell in some places in Dartmoor I automatically know where north is. I don't have to check. But in this place, it's a little bit weird. This is meant to be uphill. It doesn't feel very uphill. Damn. What's this crater? I think I've walked this route before with Dad. Can't remember which trip that was. Maybe my second North Hessary visit? South Hessary visit. Not North Hessary. Kind of like this when the murky black bog ponds reflect blue sky and they all stand out. That's quite cute. Water flowing over a Y-shaped stone. Still doesn't feel very uphill, but I just stopped for a minute. It's really peaceful. It's just really peaceful. Honestly, not that cold. See that curve there? I think that's the Leat. See a farmer field going across that hill. What hill is that? I don't know. I wonder if that's a named hill, and then a curve of the Leat going around it. And White Works is behind that somewhere. Oh yeah, and there's a Fox Tor and Rabbit's Tor way off there. That was an enormous hike that me and Dad did. I can't believe we even made it. That was massive, that hike. Do you remember when we went that? I suppose a lot of people go to Fox Tor on Dartmoor, but it is like going to, it's kind of like going to Cut Hill or Fir Tor in the centre of Dartmoor. The way we approached it anyway. I don't know if it feels quicker when you go from the pub thing, the Forest, was it Forest Pub? Hexworthy Bridge, that place. I've just noticed there's some major bog and ponds and stuff that aren't normally there. I'll cut to my small cam and then hopefully you'll be able to see and get a little bit of zoom on that. Yeah, that's not normally there. It is actually getting hot now. It's actually warming up quite a lot. Got lots of these PCWW 1917 water markers. I think there's one up in the field there as well before the Tor, unless it's some other standing stone. Almost at the Tor again. What is this? Revisit number 3, I think. Okay, feels more like an uphill now. I didn't realise, if you look back the way we came, it's like a valley. There's a low point and then it goes up, and then I guess it goes down again where those people are. I thought it was just like uphill, like gentle uphill all the way to the Tor, but there was a dip I didn't even see down there. There's that stone in the field. Can't tell from here if it says PCWW. Don't know, it could be something different. Here we are. Welcome to South Hessary Tor again. Up there on top is the emulation Cobra iron thing. Tripod's currently at maximum height. If a strong gust comes, this is falling over. See you in a sec. I don't know why they keep it here. It's like, it's not the real, genuine, original thing. It's like a replacement, because this one and the one on Eelsbarrow have been like vandalized, so they just replaced it. I can't even remember what it's for, but I mean, if it's not the original, then why should it still, why should it be here? I don't know. There's a little nub behind it. Maybe that's where the original one grew out of before it was vandalized. Got some snaps of the cobra from up there on my second cam. Let's go over to second stack for a mo before we head out. There's first stack. Here's second stack. And there is Princetown and North Hessary Tor. There's a Land Rover there driving on the road I took in past the forest. It's longer than you think it is, that road from Princetown to where I parked near the Whiteworks-ish. But it's sort of enjoyable if nothing's coming the other way. Look at this rock, kind of spectacular. It's got little bits of orange lichened, but it's mostly made up of like white crystals moving in different directions from each other. Watch my other South Hessary Tor videos to see the trip to Princetown. Meanwhile, that was a revisit trip to South Hessary Tor once again, joining me on this little warm late autumn walk. Thank you for watching.